Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and today we're going to talk about Courtney Clenney. Now, those of you who don't know who Courtney Clenney is, you guys should kind of know by now, but just a little backdrop. Courtney Clenney is an OnlyFans model who, earlier this year, or about middle of this year, um, killed her boyfriend. She claimed it was self-defense. Her boyfriend was Christian Obumseli. They lived together in Florida. I believe they also lived together in Texas and in Las Vegas. So they've always had a rocky relationship. Police called on them multiple different times and stuff like that. And so after she had killed her boyfriend, or killed her boyfriend in self-defense is what she's claiming. Um, she fled. She didn't flee the country, but she kind of like went to Hawaii and kind of laid low for a little bit. And then up until September, she was arraigned, charged with second degree murder. The prosecution was releasing footage of them fighting in the elevator, clearly showing that, at least in that situation, that she's been the aggressor. And amongst other things, a lot of different footage has come out, or audio recordings that Obumseli had secretly recorded of their arguments, showing that a lot of times Obumseli was trying to be the pacifier in the situation, and it it does add some context to what's going on. And to be fair to her, even though I'm really not don't even really want to be fair. I mean, it was his recordings. Who knows if she has recordings of any arguments or any evidence um, similar to Obumseli's that shows that he was the aggressor a lot of the times in the relationship. But so far, we're only going based on just what's been released. And recently, TMZ has dropped the crime scene photos. I will warn you, these photos are a little graphic, but and it's a lot of blood. This is the first picture of her. I guess they took pictures right after the attack. I mean, you can see her pants is just covered in blood. I mean, this is her nails. It's pretty fucked up. Uh, I don't really see. I mean, there could be some defensive wounds there. A lot of blood, a lot of blood trail from, I guess, this room to this hallway. A lot of blood. A lot of pool of blood right here, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, and the murder weapon. And she said she threw the knife at him initially in her statement. But throwing a knife at somebody is not going to generate this much action. Just not. Um, so she clearly stabbed him. They're saying he was stabbed once. I mean, I don't know how many times he was stabbed. Honestly, we don't know yet. But yeah, um, yeah, her pants she was wearing that day soaked. Yeah, and another thing too is, they also said that not long after the killing, she was starting to transfer money into her dad's account. There's reports out there saying that she's made between 2020 and 2021, she's made about $3 million. She's transferred somewhere around $1 million or something like that to her father's account. Today she had her bond hearing, so we don't know how that went, but prosecution is pretty much saying that she's a flight risk, and because OnlyFans is international, she can do business overseas, and they're not gonna be able to have a lot of jurisdiction over her. She can pretty much go into hiding, or go to a country where there's no extradition laws in place. So they're fighting to make sure that she stays here and stays in jail too. But yeah, I mean, this is the latest update on this, and I think in a lot of people's eyes, she's already guilty, but she is allowed for due process. But I mean, just look at the crime scene photos. I mean, I'm just shocked at how the officers um, were just able to, like, after seeing all this and just go off her word of self defense, that she was just able to just kind of walk away scot free. I mean, looking at those crime scene photos, I mean, it looks heinous. Looks very gory. Um, Especially for self defense. There's audios, you can hear him in the background, Open Celly, saying he can't feel his arm. I mean, just I don't know how she gets away with this one. I'd be shocked to see if she walks out of this one scot free. after her trial. But I mean, so far everything is just looking stacked against her. I know I know their defense team has released footage of her crying and saying she wants him out of his apartment during one particular dispute. But I still don't think that's enough. I mean, just her covered in blood and everything like that, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess, man, and just really unfortunate that Open Sully had to lose his life in a domestic situation like this. But we're definitely going to be following this story and see what happens. See what happens from that bond hearing. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening, watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.